It was a bizarre and horrific August day in Jupiter, Florida, when a 19-year-old college student named Austin was home on summer break. The temperature was getting hotter, and the Harrouff family decided to have an open-place lunch at Duffy Sports Bar with their son, Austin Harrouff, who was visiting his parents for the weekend. As they waited for their order to arrive, they found that Austin was becoming impatient and restless. His parents, Wade and Mina Harrouff, perceived his erratic behavior and tried to calm him down. But Wade's wordings further stroked the teen and compounded his restlessness. The 19-year-old could no longer conceal his irritation and abruptly gathered himself from the table and stormed off in a huff. Austin Harrouff left the restaurant and started walking back to his parents' home in Palm Beach Gardens, which was 3 miles away, when he felt defeated by the same feeling that made his friends call him quirky, weird, and goofy. The fear the family and friends had envisioned later sparked a dark and grisly crime that flooded the news headlines. Who is Austin Harrouff? What made him claim that he was half dog, half man? Has he been convicted for his crimes? You'll find out in this video. But before we continue, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more true crime videos that thrill. Austin Harrouff, a native of Jupiter, was born on December 21st, 1996. According to his friends and family, Austin was completely agreeable and fun to be around. For his father, "My son is an extremely nice, gentle person who cared a lot about people." In addition, Austin is a funny, goofy kid who liked to make people laugh, as described by Samuel Polisek, Austin's friend. The 19-year-old was highly active and loved sports. He played football in high school, and his muscular build and good looks made him stand out amongst his peers. Austin attended Florida State University, where he majored in exercise science and was part of the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity. Before that fateful August day, Austin Harrouff's friends noted significant changes in his behavior. Austin's college friend, David Yates, said, "For people that don't know him, he seems kind of really odd to begin with." Austin's strange behavior had gotten so serious that his family considered getting him evaluated for his mental well-being, especially when he said that the unknown haunted their house. Thus, he got upset and moved his belongings into the garage, his new room. When his parents asked for clarification, he told them that he was fearful of a certain demon named Daniel. He also told his mom that he had superpowers like Jesus and was on a mission to help the people. But that's not all. He was caught drinking cooking oil straight from the bottle. He got into an argument with his mom and left again. Austin Harrouff started roaming around town until he came upon Stevens and Michonne's Tequesta home, north of the Palm Beach County line. He allegedly pinned the couple down and stabbed them multiple times in their garage. Jeff Fisher, a neighbor to the couple, intervened after hearing the noise outside, the police reported. Austin Harrouff allegedly attacked and stabbed Fisher too, but he survived. The police arrived at the scene and were astonished to find Austin Harrouff in his underwear, biting the husband's face and grunting like an animal. They shouted at him to get off Stevens, but he refused, and they tasered and pulled him from Stevens' body. Harrouff then spat out a chunk of flesh, which the police admitted was human. On the day of the killings, Austin Harrouff had told his sister Haley and a friend, Polisek, that he was immortal and a half-human, half-horse, according to an interview with Polisek included in records. In addition, Dr. Philip Resnick, a forensic psychologist hired by the Harrouff family, confirmed Austin to be mentally ill. In his words, "The fact that Mr. Harrouff persisted in biting the male victim in the presence of police officers, despite threats of being shot, being tased, and receiving multiple kicks to the head, suggests that Mr. Harrouff was actively psychotic," Resnick wrote. Harrouff was charged with first-degree murder, set to go on trial on November 4th, more than 3 years after the fatal attacks. Harrouff's attorneys, Nellie King and Robert Watson, have said they will rely on the insanity defense in this case. Resnick explained that Harrouff suffered from severe mental disease, particularly bipolar disorder and acute manic episodes with psychotic features. On August 15, 2016, the day of the attacks, he said Harrouff suffered from clinical lycanthropy delusions, a psychotic syndrome where an individual believes they are more animal-like than human, more often than not a werewolf. Resnick said that Austin Harrouff had the delusion that he could run super fast, because he was half man, half dog. He believed that other dogs' hair was attaching to his face. However, attorney Nellie King commented that Resnick's finding is of no comfort to the victims' families, even though it will go a long way to revealing some tragic cases like Harrouff's and highlight the need for community mental health treatment and awareness. Investigators believed Harrouff was high on flakka or bath salts, which can induce symptoms of superhuman strength, paranoia, and visions at the same time. However, a toxicology report by the Federal Bureau of Investigations found nothing on Harrouff. There were no designer drugs in the system and only trace amounts of THC. Resnick said journal entries, text messages, and several witnesses spoke to Harrouff's grandiose delusions in the days preceding the attacks. Thus, he did not believe the possibility of Harrouff faking his symptoms to get out of the 2 first-degree murder charges and an attempted murder charge for attacking the neighbor who had tried to intervene. After interviewing Harrouff's family and friends and reviewing records surrounding the case, Resnick said that in addition to the lycanthropy delusions, the young Austin Harrouff also believed an evil force or a demon was attempting to kill him. Austin Harrouff also told Resnick he had special powers like an animal, and he thought it was really cool to be half man, half dog. Austin Harrouff told Resnick that his father tried to calm him down with Xanax, but that he refused to take it. Resnick said that Austin Harrouff had a patchy memory of what happened in the garage, and that when Michonne screamed, he thought she was a witch, and he was afraid that he would be harmed. That was when Austin Harrouff attacked her. Harrouff told Resnick after he stabbed Michonne, he drank a bottle of alcohol or something in the garage, and then he saw a guy in the doorway and a dog. "I think I stabbed him too," Harrouff told Resnick. Austin Harrouff added that he did not remember biting Stevens or interacting with the detectives, but he saw a dog and a man screaming at him. The next thing he remembered, he was waking up in St. Mary's Medical Center in West Palm Beach, where he stayed for several weeks. The sheriff's deputies also revealed that when they transported Harrouff to the hospital, he told them that he had eaten something bad. "What did you eat?" a sergeant asked. "Humans," Harrouff replied. Resnick holds high regard as one of the country's foremost experts in forensic psychiatry. He has been a consultant on several high-profile cases, including the Texas woman who drowned her 5 children in a bathtub one by one, and the trials of Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh and Andrea Yates. He was also a consultant in the Palm Beach rape trial of William Kennedy Smith in 1991. Attorney Nellie King said the report was conducted by one of the country's foremost experts in forensic psychiatry, and that this evaluation confirms Austin could not form the requisite intent to commit these crimes due to his severe mental illness. Austin was undergoing a psychotic event at the time of the incident and did not know that his conduct was wrong. Martin County Circuit Judge Sherwood Bauer canceled the May 18, 2020 trial of Austin Harrouff after the state prosecutors requested to hire a second mental health expert to evaluate the 23-year-old. Gregory Landrum, a state-hired psychologist, has concluded that at the time of the murders, Harrouff was suffering an acute psychotic episode, court papers show. He stated that it is reasonable to conclude that Mr. Harrouff was experiencing a decompensated mental state associated with an emerging mood and thought disorder resulting in an acute psychiatric episode, Landrum concluded in a 12-page report. As a result of this condition, it is opined that Mr. Harrouff was unable to distinguish right from wrong. Gregory Landrum's findings appear to align with the report by Dr. Philip Resnick, a forensic psychiatrist at the University Hospital of Cleveland in Ohio, hired by Harrouff's lawyers, who found he met the criteria for legal insanity. To be acquitted because of insanity, as findings had revealed, Austin Harrouff must convince a jury he didn't know what he was doing at the time, or didn't know it was wrong, and couldn't appreciate the consequences of his actions. What do you think will be Austin Harrouff's fate, since Dr. Resnick has determined that he is legally insane, and the report of Dr. Landrum has also concluded this? Tell us in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.